evening and welcome to Jeevan's News at 8. I'm Aishwarya Nair and first a look at the top stories of the day.
News headlines powered by
Mr. Plus Electronics and Home Appliances.
Mr. Plus. Get more.
Padmanabhaswamy Temple row. Royal family should not intervene in administration, says amicus curiae. Complaint against Shanimol Usman not to make open statements on election reports, says Sudhiran. Nobel Prize winner Gabriel Marquez, master of magical realism, dies at 87, tributes pour in. Christians commemorate Jesus' crucifixion on Good Friday, held way on the cross procession. Indian Premier League, Punjab beats Chennai, Sunrisers taking on Rajasthan Royals.
News headlines powered by
Mr. Plus Electronics and Home Appliances.
Mr. Plus. Get more.
And now for the news in details. Amicus curiae Gopal Subramaniam has recommended for a removal of special rights of Travancore royal family on temple administration. He has made this recommendation in report submitted before 2 judges in the Supreme Court.
The report says the royal family should not interfere in the administration of the temple directly or indirectly. Instead of considering the temple property as a public wealth, the royal family members are considering it as their private property. The family members can go to the temple and pray. They can also give any suggestions in writing to the new temple administrative committee. The royal family has not submitted the full report on the temple properties in the court. Thiruvananthapuram is just a city of Kerala, a state of Democratic Republic nation called India. Many in the city still believe that the Raja's rule still prevails, says the report, which also suggests that the temple administrative officer be replaced with a former executive officer. The report further says that there is an illegal association between temple staff and royal family. The state government had also joined the royal family to mislead the Supreme Court. The wages of the temple staff should be hiked. On the other hand, a separate box should be kept for depositing the money given to the assistant temple priest. In the administration of the temple, the government showed apathy. The temple administrators didn't help the expert committee appointed by the Supreme Court. The executive officer did remote administration. There is anomaly in the temple accounts. Auditor and Comptroller General Service should be sought to do proper auditing of the temple wealth and income. Many temple properties have been illegally encroached upon, and these properties should be retrieved and should be protected in the future. All sub-registrar officers in the state should be instructed to give the details regarding the transactions of Sri Padmanabhaswamy minor properties. The 537-page report also adds central forces should be deployed along with Kerala police to provide security to the temple. Jeevan News, New Delhi.
The reports made by the District Congress committees harshly criticize the office bearers of the KPCC. Criticisms have been raised against the leaders of Kannur, Kozhikode and Wayanad districts. Report accuses that the activities of the former DCC President Ramakrishnan has created discontent among the voters.
Criticism have been raised against the office bearers of KPCC in the report submitted by Kannur, Kozhikode and Wayanad DCCs. The statements made by former Kannur DCC President T. Ramakrishnan have created discontent among the voters in the region. LDF has made use of the statement made by Ramakrishnan that K. Sudhakaran is having links with the mafia. This should be considered seriously. The report of the district committee also states that some of the A group leaders kept themselves away from the election campaigning. It is also said in the report that Sudhakaran's majority will be less than 2,000. The statements made by the KPCC General Secretary against the candidate fielded in Kozhikode have become a matter of discussion among the party activists. KPCC President was forced to warn the General Secretary twice in connection with the matter. The KPCC Secretary, who is in charge of the state, has not acted in accordance with the system of the party. This has affected the functioning of the party in the district. The report points out that the sentiments raised against the candidate in Wayanad will hinder the party from bagging a large majority. Group issues became a topic for discussion at the time of campaigning. The DCC report also states that many of the leaders did not participate in the campaigning as Shahnawaz has been fielded as the candidate. Jeevan News, Kozhikode.
VM Sudhiran said that KPCC had only expressed its displeasure on Shanimul Usman's public statement against Shukur and it was not a warning. He also asked the DCCs not to make any open statements on election reports. If anyone violates the rules, strict action will be taken against them, added the KPCC chief.
ഞാൻ അദ്ദേഹത്തെ വിളിച്ചിരുന്നു. അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ആ നടപടിയോടുള്ള അതൃപ്തി KPCC അറിയിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഒരു കാരണവശാലും തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് ഉള്ള റിപ്പോർട്ടുകൾ അതിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളടക്കമോ അതുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട കാര്യങ്ങളോ പരസ്യമായൊരു ചർച്ചയിലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുപോകരുത് എന്ന് എല്ലാ കീഴ്ഘടകങ്ങളോടും അഭ്യർത്ഥിക്കുകയാണ്. പരസ്യ ചർച്ചകളിലേക്ക് ആര് തന്നെ വഴി തുറന്നാലും വളരെ കർശനമായ രീതിയിൽ തന്നെ അത് കൈകാര്യം ചെയ്യേണ്ടി വരും.
The CPM's allegation that law and order has deteriorated in the state is to cover the embarrassment in the upcoming defeat in the Lok Sabha polls, said Home Minister Ramesh Chennithala. The CPM is trying to divert the attention from the rout, he added.
സാധാരണ ജനങ്ങളുടെ ജീവനും സ്വത്തിനും സുരക്ഷിതത്വം നൽകുന്ന പ്രവർത്തനത്തിനാണ് ഗവൺമെന്റ് മുൻതൂക്കം നൽകുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ അതുകൊണ്ട് ഇത്തരം പ്രസ്താവനകൾ CPM സംസ്ഥാന സെക്രട്ടേറിയറ്റ് ഇറക്കിയത് വരാൻ പോകുന്ന ഒരു തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പ് പരാജയത്തിന്റെ ജാള്യതയിൽ നിന്നാണ്. CPMനെ കേരളത്തിൽ കാത്തിരിക്കുന്നത് വലിയ ഒരു പരാജയമാണ്. ആ പരാജയത്തെ മുൻകൂട്ടി കണ്ടുകൊണ്ട് ശ്രദ്ധ തിരിച്ചുവിടാനുള്ള ഒരു പാഴ്വേലയാണ് ഇപ്പോൾ നടത്തിക്കൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. പോലീസ് കാഴ്ചക്കാരായി നോക്കി നിൽക്കുന്നു എന്നുള്ള ആ നിലയിലുള്ള പ്രചരണം അത് ദൗർഭാഗ്യകരമാണ്. അത് ശരിയായ ഒരു നടപടിയല്ല.
None of the BJP votes have been leaked in the state, said party state president V. Muralidharan. He said this while reacting to the allegation of the UDF and the LDF that votes have been traded in the state. The allegations are being levelled in order to cover the leak in the votes of the LDF and the UDF, he said. He expressed hope in the victory of O. Rajagopal, the BJP candidate of Thiruvananthapuram constituency.
BJP വോട്ട് എവിടെയും ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് നഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടിട്ടില്ല. CPM